All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, it's your brother Yaquab coming at you with another In Transit. And this is touching on, once again, the government shutdown. The Lord has put it on my spirit to, just touch on this topic. I'm hearing a lot of things, speculation on like what's going to happen through this government shutdown. Now, it's neither here nor there, but you must pay attention as this of these things if liken yourself unto a prophet, right? So what's inevitably going to happen is a government shutdown. You have Trump already signing off on it. He said they're going to have a democratic shutdown. This is them already playing the blame game. All right, we saw what happened already in Minnesota or Minneapolis with ICE, right? So now you have the Democrats saying that they're not going to sign anything. All right, they're not going to give the votes that's needed to reopen the government or to fund the government if there's funding and shit for ICE. And that's one of the things that, Trump is not going to bend or break on. So what do you have right now when you mix all that together? You have a government shutdown, all right? And you have people speculating that this could be the longest government shutdown in history, all right? It's going to be way longer than that other one. And then you have Trump, once again, deploying 75,000 troops and their quick response units here in the United States. ICE is given immunity. Leaked documents came out with ICE that they can go inside of your houses. The government was shut down, and they said food stamps will be all right. Like, they'll continue to fund food stamps throughout this year. This is what I heard. But as far as HUD, housing and urban development, which is people got vouchers and they get their $800,000, $2,700 rent paid, and these are not made up type of numbers. I'm throwing numbers out there, but these women out there that have houses under Section 8 that is more expensive than the numbers that I just threw out there. So these are not just made up. All right, there's women out there with $2,700 rent that's getting paid by the government, man, while getting thousands of dollars in food stamps, man. And you can just look it up too. You can see these things, man. You can see women actually admitting these things on the internet. But the time is coming to where they ain't gonna get their rent paid no more. That's over with. All right. So Jacob fought for the okie doke. Ain't too much outcry from Jake right now because Jake is, they hear their food stamps going to hit. But until it really sets in that they rent not going to get paid, that's a different ball game too. All right, motherfuckers ain't got extra $2,700 to sit in the hell around. All right, so hey, and if longer shutdowns, man, hey, let's just get into it.
The United
And that right there reminds me of Isaiah 32:9 down to 11. I'm going to play this before I reach my destination.
States is headed towards a catastrophic event, and it looks like there's nothing that we can do to prevent this and stop it. We are headed towards a disaster. What is coming this weekend is going to be critical. But what is happening leading up to that? So what happens on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, on Thursday and Friday, this will all be key. Here's what we know right now. Senate Republicans are trying to tee up a key vote, a test vote, to determine if they can pass this DHS funding and ensure that the United States government does not shut down once again. Because at 12 o'clock, on Saturday morning, we are going to be in a government shutdown. Here's the reason why. Right now, many Democrats, both in the House and the Senate, are saying they are not going to vote on a bill that's going to provide more, and again, it's really just the Senate here, but they're not going to provide any type of leverage to Republicans to provide more money to ICE agents after this second killing in Minneapolis. I want to show you something though. Okay, look at this right here. Just today, or actually it was late last night, but President Trump is signaling a de-escalation of ICE ops in Minneapolis. Now, what exactly does this mean? Well,
that still don't mean nothing, because you can de-escalate whatever, but if ICE still is getting funding, then you're not going to get the votes. All right, and the government will be shut down. The Republicans need 53 votes, with 60 votes in total, but they are 53 with 7 of the Democratic votes. So if they don't get that, and the dude who actually voted on behalf of the Republicans last time said that's over with for these killings that happen, by ICE. So he said that's over with. So the government, they're saying it's inevitable, man. It's going to be shut down. All right.
Here's the problem. President Trump knows that if things continue in Minneapolis, that there's no way these Democrats in the Senate are going to pass a bill that includes $60 billion for the Department of Homeland Security, which includes border agents. And that also includes $10 billion of which are going directly to ICE operations here in the United States. Democrats say they cannot, in good conscience, pass a bill knowing what is going on in Minneapolis, even though this is probably a bill that is necessary to ensure that our borders are safe and remain safe. They say the borders may be safe, but the problem is inside the United States, the American people don't feel safe. That's what's happening. I want to show you something else. Here's a big issue here.
If you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. And President Trump...
Issue here. 2 Republican senators are calling for Kristi Noem to resign as the DHS secretary. This is Senator Lisa Murkowski and Tom Tillis. They're both requesting that she step down, she resigns as the Secretary of Homeland Security because of the chaos and the mess that's currently going on. So 2 Senate Republicans are now saying that you need to resign. This is happening before there's supposed to be a vote on this key bill. This is a bill that is going to provide funding. Okay, this is 6 appropriations bills. This is if it doesn't pass, we will see a government shutdown come Saturday morning. Okay, after midnight on Friday night. This is going to be the biggest issue. We are going to...
Hey, well, there you have it. I reached my destination. He's basically just going to get into, reiterate the same thing over and over, play a few more clips. If you want to watch the rest, there you go. It's on your screen. Just type that in. So I can. U.S. headed toward disaster. Is this a trick by Trump? Hey, man. Well, there you have it, man. Keep your eye on this. Friday, they got a vote, so by Saturday morning, we'll see if the government is shut down, which we already have Trump saying and other people saying that it's going to be a shutdown, like it just is. And it's a Democratic shutdown. Unfortunately, I ain't going to do the Trump voice. Anyway, I'm out. Shalom.